Don't you just feel awkward? You know, when like you go for a coffee or you go anywhere and they give you the tip machine, they give you the card machine and it says, "Do you want to give a tip?" And you have to, well, you don't have to press no, but I always press no.
I pressed no, and this morning it's funny that you say that. I don't normally acknowledge the fact that it's got a tip thing, but then I got a coffee this morning, and it said on the thing, "Do you want to give a tip?" And I thought it's a really backwards way of doing it because I've not actually tasted the coffee yet. So why would I know if I want to give a tip for a coffee that I'm yet to enjoy?
Yeah. So we went for a coffee yesterday, and I thought that, well, I didn't actually think of it like that, but I thought, mate, all you've done is I've asked, can I have two black Americanos, please? And you said yes. I'm not going to give you a tip.
Here's an extra 50p for doing your job.
Obviously, the guy that asked, like, on the machine, he's not asking for it, is he? It's just like the machine. But I just thought,
Yeah, the machine's asking for it. The guy doesn't even get it. The machine gets
I
it.
was like, this is mental. No, I'm not giving you a tip. If it's the best coffee I've ever had in my life and the best service I've ever had, then yeah, maybe I'll give you a tip. But I chose not to. That was in a place called Flour, Water, Salt in Macclesfield, and it was a good coffee. Although I did have
Are
a
you giving them a shout out?
it looks
Shout
like
out Flour, Water, Salt
looks
in
like I've done it.
Macclesfield.
Accidentally I've done it, but
New
it was pretty
sponsors of the podcast.
yeah, like maize. Although these aren't maize. Did I say this on the podcast before? I asked the
You
maize
did.
guy if he'd make me black ones, and he said no because they want to be sleep brand. And I was like, fair play. I rate it.
Fair,
I was like,
fair play.
stick to your guns.
So,
Right,
so
mate.
you're just a big liar when you're
No, no,
selling
I wear
nays.
I
You
wear
don't even use
nays.
nays.
I do. I
What a
wear nays
prick.
for sleep. The nays ones are good for sleep, and then I put these on these longevity ones that I put on in the day.
Longevity. I'm going
Yeah,
to get sponsored by Longevity.
yeah, that'd be a good
And then
spot.
I'm only going to wear nays.
It's just the opposite.
Yeah, yeah. I'll be a fraud as well. Fuck 'em.
Right, guys. So, oh, here he is.
Oh, he's
Today's
here.
episode is going to be discussing the Arnold, Ohio, and we have our exclusive in-person journalist, Mr. Reece Fit, because he was there, who just rudely messaged me, "Send me link now," and I said, "Where are your manners?" And then he said, "Fuck off." And I said, "Please," I said, "Ask me nicely," and then he asked me nicely, so I sent him the link. We've already started, mate. How's things? How was your trip?
Yeah, all good. The travel home was horrendous. I thought we'd get back at 7, and I got back at literally 5 minutes ago. I've not backed, but I was like, oh, come on for 15, 20 minutes for the boys. I had some FOMO after missing out last week. And again,
I
absolutely
bet you did.
roasted on the podcast. I got cooked.
You
So,
didn't, mate. You didn't. Did you not
Mate,
listen back to it? I was like, oh, God.
we went really. I thought we were really nice.
to be fair, I'm really honest, I haven't listened to it all, but I listened to like most of it. I think about half of it, and I was like, "Oh my god, these guys hate me." So
Did
yeah,
you, did you listen to the bit talking about you not going to the Olympia?
yeah, but like I think that whole point is bodybuilding. Like I'm miles away. I'm not even a pro. Like
Leg press.
yeah, it's
You will
like
be.
no. I found that a bit like confusing because like when Jack said, "Oh, he's in for a shock," it's like I'm sorry if Quinton fucking Eastwood doesn't qualify for the Olympia, how is me within my second year of doing open bodybuilding this year going to be like, yeah, I'm going to go to the Olympia? But then also, like my progress is pretty okay, so I'll see. I think someone like Jack completely is like obviously set. That's him. That's his personality. For me, this is a complete side quest. And Josh, when you said I don't think it goes to Olympia, that's a safe bet. That is a safe bet, 100%. But if I do, I also don't think you'd be surprised if I was. But I also
No,
might do this for another 3 years and go, I'm quite happy. Like I'll be an all right pro. I might, let's say, get there. I might not. I don't really care. Like I'm not like, if I get to the Olympia, I'm not going to cry or whatever. Anyway, it's not about me.
It's never
it
been
is
me.
about you, Reese. It's all about you, bro.
No,
It-
this episode is mainly we're going to recap Arnold's Ohio because
yeah,
obviously that's a big talking point from the weekend. And Reece was there, which is cool, and it looked really good, mate. So
it's
talk
class.
us through it. Did you have a good time? What did you get up to? Like,
It
obviously
was,
go over the show, but also like
yeah.
a bit of your trip.
No, no, no. So, yeah, for people that don't know, I went to New York before. That was really cool. Then, obviously, Arnold's. I stayed with Keelan, so shout out Keelan, one of my clients. Honestly, best show I've ever been to by an absolute mile. Like, it was
A lot better than the UK one that we went to.
so much better. But I
Yeah.
think partly is because when you go to the UK, like, we all know the companies when it comes to, like, if you see CSN, you know the athletes. If you see, I don't know, Mike, like, let's say Cookie Dealer, you know the owners. when you're in a place where you don't know the owners of like things, you're like, oh, I wonder what that energy drink is, or I wonder what that. There were some like just cool T-shirts that like I'd never even seen before. So I feel like maybe it was the novelty factor of like I've not been here before, but from like a show production standpoint, wow, so fucking good. And as well, America is just where bodybuilding is, and Ohio, like Josh, have you ever been to Ohio before?
No, I've not, mate.
So, like, Ohio is not. There's literally like, and sorry to any Ohioans out there, but other than the Arnolds, there's fuck all. There's nothing. So every single like, you go to the shop and you run into 5 guys that are there for the Arnolds. You go to the gym and it's like I went to 2 different gyms and was in both gyms when I was there. Like Eric Janicki, you know, the big influencer, he just came up and started speaking to me, and I was like, that's quite cool.
What did he say? Oh my god, are you Reece fit?
No, I was doing legs, and he comes up and taps me on the back and goes, maybe you should try and train legs a bit more often, bro. I just looked at him like he was joking, I hope. I just looked at him, smiled. But I didn't like respond immediately, and he got a bit like, I was like, it's cool, bro, it's fine. But I just looked at him like, sorry. But yeah, it was just cool. Like you got walking around like the Expo and being like, oh shit, there's like, let's say for example, Hani Rambod. Like no, actually, I'll tell a lie. I was sat, so not tell a lie, but like I was sat in the airport. Larry Wheels walked by me, Kai Green walked by me, and Kai Green nodded at me, and I was like, it's quite cool. Like just like, you know, a array of like people that you look at and you're like, I didn't even think I'd see these guys in person, and it's just like really, really, really cool.
I remember at the bodybuilding summit in Italy, and like Sean Cluey and John Jewett were just in our hotel. It was like, oh.
Well, I literally was making my fucking whey paste next to Mike Summerfield when he was having 20 pancakes. You know, like it's just it's a bit.
Was this before or after Wayne?
It was 2 weeks after Olympia, but yeah, he had like, you know, the little homemade, like not homemade, you know, the hotel pancakes. You know, he literally had like a stack of 20, and I was just like, yeah, whey paste and Americano. This is the life. But yeah, it was just really fucking cool. Like the people there, the vibes, the show production. Obviously, finals was the one thing that I'm gonna be slightly against is the fact that for classic and for every class other than open bodybuilding, they did the pre-judging, if I'm not mistaken, on like the Expo, not, you know, in the main hall. So it was like just like a pop-up stand. So, and as well, if you were there for the whole day, like, I don't know how you can spend a whole day in an Expo. It was massive, but like, we went there in the afternoon on the Friday at like 4, 5 o'clock, I think, and then we watched finals, which was at 7. And on the Saturday, we didn't go at all because it was like, oh no, I think we went at 3 on the Friday or whatever. But like, if you're there, imagine this is what I'm also thinking of. This is the only negative. If you want to watch classic pre-judging, you're getting there for like 11 o'clock in the morning. You then have to wait till 8 p.m. at night, 9 p.m. at night to see them, you know, for finals. And it's like, I can understand going and training, but there's no good gyms near the area. So it's like, I don't know. That's the only negative, I'd say. But that's more so out of like, from a consumer standpoint. So yeah.
Interesting.
I'm just getting up some of the comparisons. From the actual show itself. They might, these photos probably, I mean, well, they're definitely not going to be the best quality guys, so I do apologise. But what was like, I mean, Classic looked pretty obvious. Yeah. Like, Wesley was going to win it. Like, not that the other guys weren't good, don't get me wrong, but he was a class above in my opinion.
Wesley, to be fair, the 2 classes, and it's surprising because she didn't win, the 2 classes that I thought was like a home run, like a whitewash, was Laura Lee and the bikini, and Wesley. Like and Laura Lee didn't win, which I was really surprised about. Like she looked by a mile the best in that class. But yeah, for Classic, I'm going to be honest, I don't know if you boys saw him, Mamoli, the guy that finished 3rd, he finished above Kim Angel, and Kim, like, Mamoli was like
absolutely peeled. That Kim Angel looked absolutely peeled, and he was
insane. And I thought he was 3rd just based on the fact he was bigger, but like, and he was bigger significantly. But like the Mamoli guy's shape, and I will say his posing routine, I put a post about, like, was probably like top 2 to 3, probably the best posing routine I've ever seen.
He won the best poser, right?
Yeah, but like it was so good. Like, you know, most of the time you see someone pose and you're like, yeah, he poses well. His was like, this is like a work of art. Like, this is beautiful. And it was just, like, once his frame, I don't know how much he's off the cap, but like his frame is so good. He's just a smaller individual. But yeah, Wesley took the dub there. I thought that was quite obvious, if I'm honest. Like, it probably was quite a convincing win. Obviously, the other classes, I don't know what's up there. What Finn? Is that the open? Is that the open prejudging there, or prejudging? What did you boys think of pre?
Is this?
What did you guys think about that? Yeah, I can see like the Google. Mate, I probably get up like beyond the stage. That's what they probably.
Yeah, can you get on Insta?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought from what I saw, I thought it was going to be Nick, out of the open. But obviously, when you're there at the show, it's different. I mean, I'm not going to say I'm not like I'm not going to say I'm not a fan of Andrew Jacks, but I've never got the hype of like, oh my god, this guy. Like, you know, when we watched him at the UK Arnold's, I didn't think then, oh my god, like everyone was like, he's a freak, and I was like, he's not, he's good, but he's tall and he's a bit slender through some body parts. Like, I think he's brought those up a bit, and he's a lot better now. But he's aesthetically pleasing, 100%. Yeah. But I don't know, I still just think like Nick for me was just the better bodybuilder. But I get it if you're looking at like midsection control, and that's a big aspect.
I think Nick's got such an ugly physique. He probably will be listening to this podcast because he's best mates with you, Reece. But he doesn't do a lot for me. I probably had him in third. And
really,
yeah, I hate his shape. His midsection is huge, and you know, like the veins and stuff. I know that you're not judged on veins, but it's just such an ugly physique. I know, and obviously, he's nicknamed the Mutant, but yeah, I think Andrew's absolutely wicked. I had Andrew in first the entire time.
Okay, fair enough.
I just don't think you can look past the condition from the rear that Nick had that nobody else had. Like, when Nick turned to the back, it was like, what the fuck? Like, Hadi looked soft, very soft compared to. Like, one thing I would say, and I think it is difficult, and we said this even in person, it's so hard to see detail through like black guys' glutes and hamstrings on photos and even in person. Like, it's so hard to really see it. So I don't know, was Andrew same condition as Nick from the back? Because if so, then he wins. No, but he didn't look at photos.
And obviously I spoke to like a fair few guys. Like, I spoke to like a fair few like top end coaches like afterwards and stuff, and the next day. Like, I think it was like quite an even consensus for everybody who was there. Like, day one, so prejudging, I honestly thought Hadi was like so off, it was a joke. Like,
he looked awful.
Hadi from the back was like, what's happened? He had his trunks the lowest. So Hadi usually cranks his trunks up so you can see his glutes. He was like pulling them down because he knew his glutes were like they were socky as anything. Midsection wasn't great. He also was lacking a good amount of fullness through like his top line. Like, Hadi looked shocking like Friday night, which I feel like it was more so apparent in person. On videos it wasn't as noticeable. But again, just goes to show the genetic sort of like traits of these guys. And because Saturday, no word of a lie, if they judge it off just Saturday, I think Hadi probably could have won because he was probably the most balanced out of them all.
Did you see the scorecard though? He was in third both nights.
Yeah, but have you not seen the fact that they they've not changed? I think are prejudging to finals now for like the last like year or so since they had some drama with it. I'm pretty sure every big show, almost all the time, I could be mistaken, but I'm like 90% sure that like wherever you basically start is where you end, based on the fact that I think they just match it. I don't think it is like that.
Well, he would have been like fourth at prejudge.
Yeah, no, Martin was so off as well. Like, Martin, after one round of posing, was drenched in sweat and basically had himself like he wiped his tan off so bad that he was so pale. And his also as well, Martin's so emotional, obviously, after the events of the weekend, but like, even when he was posing, walks out super, super confident, and then by the end of like the first comparisons, he's drenched in sweat, and he was like barely even on his legs in any pose. Andrew, first night, I thought he was a tiny, tiny bit like, not flat, because I saw some people say condition, and it's like, it's not condition that Andrew was lacking, it was a bit of like pop to his physique through his lower half, in my opinion, especially compared to Nick. But I thought Andrew improved into finals, which is hilarious because he didn't, according to the scorecards, I'm pretty sure.
He lost.
Yeah, he lost.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I thought Andrew was very good and then really, really good. I thought Nick was really, really good and really, really good. Like,
yeah, Nick stayed the same.
Yeah. Nick stayed the same. Andrew got a little bit better. Hadi got a lot better, but he was genuinely so far off it on Friday. It was like, what the fuck's this version of Hadi? I walked past Paul Barnett, if you know him, and I literally heard him speak to, because he posted like Hadi looks terrible, and someone goes, I thought Hadi looked right. He was like 2 rows behind me, or no, 2 rows in front of me, and then when I was walking out, I was going to the toilet, and I just hear him go, bro, Hadi's off as like off. He looks awful, and I was just looked back and just laughed because it was like he was like on this anti-Hadi train of Hadi looked shit because he didn't look the best for Hadi. So yeah, but I think when I was there in person, I had do you know Theo, the Olympian, French dude?
No.
Don't know if you know him. He's a open bodybuilder. Theo. I'm not too sure what his surname is. He was in the gym on Saturday and he was sat a row above me, but in front of me. And he turned around and he like asked me, he's like, "Who do you reckon?" And I said, "I think Nick." And he was like, "Nick, Andrew." And then when they announced Andrew, he just looked at us and goes, "I don't fucking know," and then just walked off. Because everyone had the same sort of thoughts towards like, if you're just basing off structure, Andrew should win every single show. But Nick was way more on for bodybuilding and also through the back, like as you said, Finn. Nick looked like he was doing a different class if you were to go off glutes and hamstrings.
Right, it was a joke. That's what I mean. I feel like you shouldn't disregard that.
No.
Like, I think that should win. Like, not that it's just a fucking condition competition. I know it's not, but it was like standout. Whoa, that's crazy compared to everyone else.
But fucking hell, mate, that midsection.
Yeah. Okay, you know what I will interject with? This is the only thing that I will say.
Look at that. Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, I actually don't think... I think Nick's midsection control was actually very, very sound. It was more so, you know when you watch on screen, this is again probably partly the reason why I think like Nick's getting a lot of love and Andrew's getting a bit of hate. When you watch on a screen and it's 2D, your eyes get drawn to Nick because he was more conditioned. But whenever I looked, because I was quite close, like whenever I looked at the actual stage... Andrew's so fucking impressive, like just massive, that you're like you can't look past it. Like screen, Nick looks better. In person, it's like Andrew looks like like he's an alien. He looks like he's spawned in from a different planet. If you disregard the glutes and hamstrings, that's where Nick was like, in my opinion, like a home run on everybody. So that's why it was like so close, in my opinion. Nick was the most on for his frame. Andrew is just Andrew fucking Jack for me. Like. You see the size discrepancy, and it's like in person when you look at them on stage.
Ridiculous. When he like stands there, and then.
You know when you're saying as well, like you can't see the detail in black people as much. When he's flicking his quads there, that's
from the back. That's what I mean. From quads you can, but I mean I've seen black guys at like. Do you remember that Leon, the WMBF guy, Josh, that was inside?
Yeah.
With him, it was like, oh fuck. That's like I can see it there, but also I was in person then. But like I've seen black guys who are very fucking lean, and it's like it's hard to see that grainness through their glutes, based on them just being dark. It's not that they're not in condition.
No, there was definitely Andrew in. I think it was prejudging in his individual. He like flicked his glutes on. He turned to the back and just like flicked them on a few times, and his glutes are obviously lean, but there's not as much detail. And his hamstrings weren't fully dug out, like in comparison to Nick's, regardless of skin color. Like I was, like I said, quite close. Like I can see a decent amount of detail. Like there was definitely less. Like there was a lot more for Nick, 100%.
Yeah, I think Martin 100% fourth.
Yeah,
I thought Martin.
I just like Hadi.
I'm surprised they didn't compare him with Brandon. I thought he was probably fifth on the first night, maybe. Finals, Martin was better, but for Martin was like very, very off on that first night, which was it was more so just because the fact that like the second his head went, I swear to you guys, he did not contract his quads at all in any front shot. Like it was like he just was like, I can't be arsed, get me off the stage. Like his legs were just completely gone because I think he literally just lost his head. Like he just like tapped out, which is not good.
We got anything else saying open?
Fifth, sixth was what? Brandon, then Raphael.
Yeah, Raphael looked good, just a little bit soft on the rear. Kind of as he always is, to be fair. I think he nailed it in like one show. Seventh was I didn't announce seventh. Who's the other guys that didn't place? So they had Hassan, Mustafa. Now that, in my opinion, you know, Josh, you said about obviously Nick's shape. Hassan is like the epitome, of my opinion, of what people beat Nick against with shape. Because like Nick on his own actually doesn't have awful shape. He just is a very big dude. Hassan Mustafa literally looks like just a fridge with absolutely no shape or silhouette. Like, he is literally just a square. And it's impressive how much muscle he's got, but like, he has legitimately no width to his frame at all. Like, there's just nothing. It's just like that. So yeah.
Is it worth discussing Classic a little bit? Like,
Yeah,
I don't think it's. I
Finn,
mean, I'm not.
Josh is not Josh. Sorry, Matt's absolutely roasted the butcher. No, the roasted the butcher. Sorry guys, that stopped me off running off the rail. Actually, roasted Sam Sulek off his quarter turns.
I don't blame him. But everybody jumped on that hype, didn't they? Of roasting Sulek just because. I mean, he's an influencer. He's not a bodybuilder, is he? He doesn't even practice his posing and stuff like that. That's a big part of bodybuilding.
He's like, though. That's the thing. He looked really good in person. Like, I think he's made humongous strides forward in a year. And I will say as well, his posing fundamentally isn't bad. It's just his quarter turns were tragic. Like, I really don't think he posed that badly. And like, he looked class. Like, I was really impressed. It was a shame because, like, I think it's obvious, as you said, Finn. He's not like the most serious fucking bodybuilder ever. He is the ultimate gym bro who is very popular on socials. And like, I quite like it. He came out to Don Toliver, had some fun. Like, you can see he's just having a good time. Like, I think it's a shame that people just go, oh my god, he's posing. When in reality, like, this guy has a better physique than every single person who's probably taking the piss out of him. Because the people that have better physiques than him probably realise he's not all about every aspect of bodybuilding to like the same level as they are. You know?
Do you not think that this has just been the first opportunity that people's had to like slam him?
But think about it, boys.
Like,
our third show. Okay, this is Sam's third show. Like, did any of us know how to play our third show? I fucking didn't. Like, you know, he's walking out on a pro lineup at his third show as like a 24-year-old? I don't know how old he is. 24, 25? You know? He's been bodybuilding. He's been in the limelight now so intensely for the last 2 years. Before then, no one knew. So it's like, I don't know, I just feel like a lot of people are just rushing to jump on like the Sam hate train, and it's like, he's just a kid having fucking fun. Like, he knows his quarter turns could be better, you know? But at the same time, like, look at the improvements. Like, look at him. He looks sick. He looks great.
Have you followed his prep at all?
No, I haven't. Is he just winged it?
Mate, what? Please watch his peaking protocol for this.
What is it?
Fucking ridiculous. My man's eating sorbet, jelly, like, I think he had 2,000 grams of carbs the day before the show.
The thing is, though, like, and I think it just goes to show he's genetically very good. Like, obviously, he responds very well. But, like, you know, when you have all these, like, let's say, again, modern-day guys who are, like, micromanaging everything, and it's like, Sam's doing this, just winging it and having fun, and because he's probably got so low stress, like, let's say now, a 19-year-old fucking broccoli-haired TikTok lifter, they'd be like, I can't have sorbet because it doesn't digest well, you know, it's not, like, what about bloating? And it's like, Sam's just like, let me just get the calories in. I don't follow him enough to know, like, but I just don't like when people jump on.
Watch his carb load. Fuck me.
Yeah.
So funny.
Yeah. No, but like at the same time, like again, look at the improvements he made in a year since his pro card win. He looks great. So just, I don't know, focus on the positives. Focus less on the negatives. Yeah, his quarter turns are shit. He knows that. But he, like, standing next to Wesley, walking out next to Wesley, and not getting made to look like a child is quite cool. It's quite impressive.
Yeah.
You think Kim Angel could have placed higher? Because he was at that seminar that we went to, and he looked big then. Like, he posed obviously with Niall and Jack. I don't think he was in the middle. He wasn't compared directly to Niall or Jack, but he looked fucking good then.
I came down stairs after, because I was at Ultraflex, and I saw him and Niall doing some like rear doubles. And like, I'm gonna be honest, I thought like a rear double, he held his own, maybe even like beat Niall in a few poses. Like, I didn't see them do a whole round, but they just did a few rear shots, and I was like, fucking, I didn't realize Kim was that like jacked. Like,
yeah, he's big.
He looked incredible. I thought he was third. When they didn't call him third, when they called him fourth, I was like, oh, it's nice to see they rewarded, in my opinion, the dude with better symmetry, shape, flow. But I also think as well, it is still bodybuilding. And if I was to look at it in an honest way, like when they stood next to each other, Kim was bigger, leaner, harder, and still has very good shape. Maybe not as good shape, but like off the criteria, I was surprised Kim wasn't third, if I'm honest. But I really, really like Mamoli. I think he's Italian. Like, look fantastic. Really, really good.
Yeah. This guy does look good. He looks... Don't know whether it's just his moustache, but he looks a little bit like Siebel.
Yeah, that's Menegate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, so Josh, do you want to talk a little bit about men's physique? If I find it.
It was a bit of a cakewalk for Mr. Brandon.
Josh, how closely do you follow men's physique? Because I was very surprised that Ben Quill wasn't in the first call out. I thought he looked fantastic, like really, really good. Do you know Ben Quill?
No.
Oh, okay.
Is it the guy on the right?
No. So that's that E-Man dude. Finn, type in like Ben and then Q and then it'll come up. It's like Ben Quill, Jordan, Pierce. I don't know. He's got quite a generic surname, unless I'm being silly. Oh no, Ben Quill. Yeah, okay, it's not a generic surname at all. Yeah, I thought this dude, like, look at the reel they posted. This guy finished like 6th, and he was or 5th. I think he was in the middle of the second call out. I got asked if there's anyone that impressed me, and I saw him do his eye walk. I didn't watch prejudging, and I was like, okay, immediately first call out, and he was like so much better than everybody in the second call out. And I tagged him, and he messaged me being like, "Yeah, not too sure, bro. We go again." Because I was like, I'm stunned that he didn't get into the first call out, but I don't know if maybe it was a lack of detail, condition. You know,
Is it just an thing as well? Like, obviously, everyone in that first call out, are they just more well known? Have they been doing it like
Andre Dio or whatever
he's always going to be first call out because he's got like however many millions subscribers, followers.
Isn't that sad that that's part of the thought process?
But it is, isn't it? Like,
every time I see Andre, I'm like, your midsection could just be so much better.
Yeah, look here. Look at Ben Quill, bottom right. Look at him above. The guy that finished third, the black dude that finished third, is directly above him. Go to like the next slide is the back shot.
It looks like he could have been top.
Yeah, like how is he not?
Maybe, true.
Yeah, like I think
maybe a little bit smaller.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking. He might just not be big enough.
Yeah, he does look a bit. On
I know legs aren't really judged, but he doesn't look as though that he's got anything from the waist down, really.
Yeah. And even like there through his back, he just looks like he's.
And how the hell is the 5th place guy? Like, how's that? Like,
that's mad. That one's mad.
Yeah, the guy above who's a bit thicker through his erectors.
Brandon Hendrickson's probably got the worst back out. Like, I thought Brandon's back really wasn't that full or didn't have much pop to it, but his front shot is just so clear. So yeah.
And then what was the guy Vito in second? Like,
yeah, Vito, really good chest. Like, look at his chest there, like so full. Like his chest was incredible.
He was at the UK Arnold, wasn't
he? I remember. I think we were both really impressed by him.
Yeah, he was good.
Did he win the?
No.
Oh, did he get beat by Ali Bilal?
Yeah, he got second or third. I'm pretty sure he might have got third. Was it second? Are you sure? I thought we had him second. Yeah, I remember he was. I thought it was quite obvious Ali was going to win, but like, yeah, not too sure.
Yeah, was that any other than that? Anyone else? Anything else?
Mate, bikini.
No, we already spoke about bikini. Yeah,
fucking hell. How the hell has she come second?
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I don't know. I think maybe her frame, like the other girl. I asked Sanaya because Sanaya's probably a bit more well versed. And she was like, the other girl, like I think had better. Laura Lee dropped the ball. I'm pretty sure at like the Olympia. I think she didn't get the best of placings. And then the girl that finished first had finished second, I think, in the previous 2 Arnolds. So again, maybe some like politics of like this girl finished close, she hasn't dropped the ball in a big show. But like when I was watching, I was like, oh, that's like the easiest. Like that was like the same sort of standard as Wesley, where I was like, I didn't even watch. I went and got a drink, heard Amy get called out, and was like, what? Like seriously? So yeah, I literally saw them do like a front to back, walk back and forth, and I was like, yeah, cool, she's won. Like that's easy, that's obvious. But yeah, I don't know.
The hardest class to judge, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. And I will say as well, in the first call out, the girls were all like Laura Lee was definitely the tallest. So I think that maybe didn't play to her strengths when it looked like she maybe looked a little bit long. The other girls were all similar size to Amy. But then you say that, how the fuck's Andrew Jack's winning? I know, obviously, it's bikini bodybuilding, but like, do you know what I mean? Like, we're going off that.
Could be more different, mate.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know. I think if I'm honest, for bikini, like, it's literally just a roll of the dice and goes, yep, she looks good. You know, and that's not any slight. It is so hard to like, judge.
Similar. Yeah, I think they all look so similar. I think within bodybuilding, there's bigger differences in physiques because there's bigger levels of muscularity and levels of conditioning. I think with bikini, they all just look very, very similar. But obviously, I wasn't able to see that.
Yeah.
I think that's that in terms of Arnold's recap. If you
No,
boys are happy with
we need to speak about the drama. Oh my God, Martin! I hate Martin. Get Martin dropped. Everyone drop Martin. What are your thoughts, boys, on all the drama about that?
I think he just comes across as a bit of a sore loser. Comes across a little bit immature, a little bit maybe too emotional.
Yeah.
I think the whole being let's say he's not mates with Nick. He doesn't need to shake his hand. I don't think there's anything really wrong with that.
Yeah.
I think celebrating when Nick got beat, that doesn't look good. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, mate, you don't need to do that. I think not shaking someone's hand is not really a problem. You don't know what their beef is. I don't. But I also just don't think it's as big of a deal as everyone's making out.
Mate.
No, I don't.
We love a sporting rivalry. Like when I were growing up, first getting into bodybuilding, it was like Kai Green versus Phil Heath.
That was
we
way
liked
worse.
it.
That was way worse. You know, they legitimately they in every interview for years were like calling each other out, pushing each other on stage, like in their like trying to play mind games. Like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like nowadays it's just the like summary of like modern day lifting and modern day social media.
Big time.
Like, you can't dislike somebody. Like, I think I fully agree with what Finn said about, like, it's more so a bit embarrassing to be a fully grown man celebrating another man's downfall when you've not done well. That's where it's like, I don't disagree with what he's done. I just think it's like, bro, come on, like, you know you look like a twat. Like, imagine being, and I feel bad for, like, his girlfriend, like, you know, his coach.
Oh, his friends, his family, yeah, it just doesn't sound good.
You just act like a twat. Like, and again, he'd probably know that. And like, I like the fact Martin's kind of an emotional dude. Like, it probably does really well when it comes to like the back end of prep and stuff. But I also think as well, how many people have we seen like on socials like calling him out? He should be dropped. It's so disrespectful. The IFBB should ban him. It's like, fuck off. Like, you know, this is, I don't know. I just feel like why did anyone care?
He got dropped by his sponsor. He got dropped by that Elevate Fitness and or Foods or whatever. And he put a post up just saying goodbye. With the most muscular.
Yeah.
Like, but the thing is, like, you don't know someone's mental state.
No.
Like, he might be in a really bad spot, and then everyone's shit, and he's like he could be fucking on the edge. You don't know. Like,
Mate, learn from the past. Don't fucking repeat it. You know, there's so many bloody horror stories. If he died in like, you know, the next few weeks. Are these people going to like look at themselves and go, "Oh, I should have maybe gone about that differently," or are they going to be like, "Yeah, fair enough"?
Yeah, because like probably feels like the whole entire world is against him right now.
Yeah,
you know, it's like maybe it's from your own actions, but still, like, it doesn't need to be blown out of proportion. Every fucking media outlet making out it's this huge deal when it's not.
Yeah.
The only things I would say is, like, in my opinion, you know, like when you were at school, you know, like kids that, this probably might get in trouble, but I think it's the truth. You know, the kids that didn't get on with anybody, and they were like, "Oh, people bully me." 9 times out of 10, those kids were twats. You know, like they were, like, most of the time, they were snitches. They, like, I don't know, you didn't have banter with them. They didn't take a joke well, and stuff like that. And it's like Martin calling out Fuad and all that sort of stuff. Like, if you look at, oh shit, I'm out of blood pressure, guys.
Oh my God, what the fuck? Reece dies live on podcast.
Oh shit. Okay, give me a second. You know why? That's being on a plane for like the last 30 hours and not sleeping.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
You're going to die soon.
Reece,
no.
mate, you need to go and do some like bloodletting. Drop that pressure, bro.
I'm going to have a massive nosebleed on a plane.
I've flown to Australia, to and from Australia like 4 times. Never had a nosebleed. There's a strong correlation between natural status and nosebleeds on long haul flights.
I can't wait for Chris to put a thing on the title. Reece dies live on podcast.
I've never had a nosebleed.
Have you not?
No.
I only have them if I deadlift, which I got one from deadlifting the other day, and then whenever I fly on like planes.
Whenever you just do anything.
Yeah.
Whenever I get too irate on a podcast.
Really relaxed.
Bang, straight away. Talk about Martin. No, like,
Reece, do you know what you need, mate? You need a naze. That'll fix it.
Yeah. What's the code?
MPC 15.
Okay, great.
15.
I'm definitely going to remember that. I'm definitely going to use it. I'll be your second ever order. The first is Meg.
A lot of my clients use it, actually.
Yeah, but
Of course they do.
But yeah, as I was saying, like obviously Martin, like going on the hate train against Fuad and like social media and stuff. Like, why go on that sort of like defense, and then when you actually get some shit back, go and say all the stuff about deleting socials and stuff? Like, it's not a good look. Embrace it. Yeah, this is the vibe for the. But just like embrace it. Like, right,
Smile.
No, I'm just. So, wait, I'm gonna. Restart live on pod. But yeah, no, I just don't know. Like, if you're it's like the kids at school, you know, who they give some shit out, you then give it back to them and they go and snitch or whatever. It's like, just own it. If he came out and was like, you know what, I don't like, let's say you afterwards don't like Nick, annoyed at the look. However, best believe in the next few shows, I'm gonna fucking sweep up. You go, yeah, you know what?
Nick obviously probably thought he was going to win based on what everyone was saying and stuff, and then got called. Obviously, after Hadi was third, probably thought, oh, this is probably mine, and then gets called out second, and he was like absolutely sound about it. And that's something where like I feel like you could have maybe seen Nick in the past lose his head a bit, maybe not on stage, but maybe on socials afterwards. But I thought he was like just sound about it and professional about it, so that just makes you like Nick more. Even though I think Nick sometimes can come across as a bit of a twat, that made you like him more.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, I think like I did put a quite like me. Thanks.
That's the Arnold section done. Do you want to stay or do you want to
go? What are the questions like? Are they good? Because I might be dying.
I haven't looked at them yet.
Okay.
The last questions that you'll ever do on a podcast, mate.
Yeah, I know. It's rough, isn't it?
Hey, did you see? Did Sam Sulek do like a meet and greet?
I don't know. I didn't do any.
All right. I was just going to ask if you'd have seen the queue from it, because it's always pretty mad.
The Young LA queue, they ended up, I think they got shut down for like too many people in a certain space. Like the fire marshal came and was like, you got to shut this shit down. Like, there's too many people, because obviously Trend Twins were there giving out free teas or whatever. But like, it was quite funny because the right side of like the Expo was where the Young LA store was, and they had like Lamborghinis and stuff. And it was like, honestly, you go there and it's like error 404, no muscle found. Like, every bodybuilder is on the other side of the Expo. You go there and it's just kids in like stupidly oversized tees or like topless who are like 17 to 20, no muscle, and they're just there like wanting like one of the Trend Twins to like slap them in the face or something. I don't know. It was genuinely like a complete. I went there like once and I was like,
that's what it was like at the Arnold's when we went last time. It was like, I didn't even know who the Trend Twins were. I'd literally never heard of them until that day.
Yeah.
And there was this huge queue, and it was like, oh, it's for the Trend Twins. I was like, who the fuck's that?
Yeah. It was So that was funny. But yeah, it was weird because it was like sections of like the expo hall that were like, oh yeah, these are where like the bodybuilders are. This is where the show is, or this is where like people are walking to the shows. And then you'd have like the absolute fucking cesspool of just 12-year-olds who are like, give me a free t-shirt. I want to wait 4 hours. It was a 4-hour queue to get a free t-shirt that like probably cost a Chinese kid like 12p to make. Crazy. Josh, come on, mate, Chinese.
Amazing. Yeah.
That is literally where Young LA are going.
Yeah, it's alright. I don't think Jim Shark will email me about that one. No. However, let's do the gayest.
Young LA, not Jim Shark.
Let's do the section, then you can go if you want, Reece. We'll do what's the gayest thing you've done this week. Mine was out there for all to see on social media.
Is that it?
Oh, mate, of course that's it.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Tell the people.
It was pretty gay. So
what about pretending you weren't prepping when you hadn't done a cardio session for 3 years, and then you start doing cardio and say, "Oh, bro, trust me, I'm not prepping." That's really.
Guess what? I'm not doing cardio now.
No, but you were.
Yeah, but I still didn't know I was prepping at that point, and I still might not do shows if I don't want to.
Okay.
I'm not like that's the headspace I'm in.
Okay.
But I started cardio. I did do cardio, and then I was like, the cost to benefit of this is just not making sense to me. Like, I was getting flare-ups in my quad and my hip from doing the stairs, or even if I was doing like incline treadmill, I was like, I'll just do more steps and eat less food, and I feel way better for it. So
have you ever done the cross trainer?
Yeah, I used to, but ours broke at the gym, so we don't have one now. But I used to like the cross trainer. I mean, I liked the stairs, to be fair, because it just set the pace. I like incline treadmill, just set the pace and go.
The stairs, stairs is the easiest. You don't have to think, do you? Just walk. Like you
Yeah,
said.
stairs. But the same with the treadmill. If you can get your heart rate up enough, you just put it on an incline and just walk. Like you don't have to think either. So they are easier. But yeah, it was basically just like I don't think I need to do cardio to get into stage condition. If I am competing, I don't think I need to do cardio. I think I can get in there from the food that I'm on and pulling it down and steps being higher. I'd rather run 15k steps a day, or I'm doing 12 and a half on training days, 15 on rest days, and not have to do 20, 30 minutes cardio. I'd rather eat less. I was burning 250 calories twice a week from the cardio. It's 500 calories a week. Pull away, 80 calories a day, and I'm sound. That's literally covered it. And the benefit of not doing the cardio.
I would personally say in that situation, I'd rather just do 15 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day. Eat a little bit more food, not do that impactful cardio.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Fair enough. I just think
There you go.
Yeah, I think it depends. I would always be on the side of as a bodybuilder, moving more and eating more is always going to be better than moving less and eating less, in my opinion. Unless you're legit peeled. But
Depends on I think it depends how little you're eating. I get it if you're on fuck all food, but my food's the decent spot.
Yeah.
What is your food on?
Let me have a look. I just had 2 high days the other day and gained quite a lot of fullness from it, to be fair. So I ended up being up 1.2 kilos from my lowest, but then it's come back down a bit. Training day, 2,400 calories. Rest day, just over 2,000. Training day carbs, 280. Rest day, 180. Fats, 50 on training days or 48, 54 on rest days. So it's not it's not rock bottom. I feel absolutely fine on that as well. I'm not feeling fucking hell, my food's so low. Obviously I'm hungry at times, but I don't feel bad at all. Yeah. And I'm not miles off. To say I was 82.7 in those rest day photos, and the lightest I got to before was 71 or 71.3.
You should never have been down there.
I know.
Didn't you? So it's different. You don't have AIDS this time. Last time you had AIDS.
Last time I did have AIDS, yeah. I reckon I'll be in the mid to higher 70s, which is a heavy middleweight, which is pretty fucking cool because I don't think I'm very good at bodybuilding, but I think I'll be alright.
Yeah. You've got better, mate. A little bit better.
Got a little bit better, yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Meg's good, isn't she, at bodybuilding? Bloody hell.
She made me look shit in the reel.
You right off, mate.
I didn't look at Meg once. I didn't realise Meg was in it. I just watched it.
Same.
Meg was in the reel? Really? Oh, that's good. He's going to check.
No, she does look very good. But it's nice doing it with Megan as well. As much as it is that reel, we both said this is gay and it's cringy, but also, one, neither of us really give a fuck. And two, we both look all right at the minute. We're both in decent, nice condition, but we're not in stage condition yet where we feel dead. So it's why not make the most of it and get some content and pose together and stuff. It's I don't give a fuck, and we both had fun doing it. You know what I mean? And we're both still being ourselves. We're not being all fake as fuck. We're just being ourselves and having a bit of a laugh posing, which was nice.
Do you want to know what I thought when I saw it? I thought, fair fucking play. If I was in your position, I'd do the exact same.
Yeah, I think
I'm not.
From a social media standpoint, we said that we were at the end of the day, we're still keeping true to ourselves. We're not being really fake and over the top. We literally both posed, and I was I made it into a reel, and I was I did say, I'm not posting this. You can post this. So there's no chance I'm posting this. But yeah, it was good, and I was actually really happy with how I looked. That was especially on a rest day. I literally got a bit of a pump through my delts and my arms for 2 minutes, and I was fucking hell, I actually look alright. Obviously, I'm not there yet condition wise, but I'm enjoying it and I feel good, which is the main thing. And my training's fucking really good. The only thing that isn't progressing still is my Smith press, but everything else pretty much is. That Smith press, if I can keep it above 3 plates and get into stage condition, I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, that's pretty wicked. Pretty natty.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. My gay thing this week was I went to the Kaizen posing seminar.
That did look.
Yeah, that did look really gay.
And I sat and watched men pose for 2.5 hours straight.
At least you didn't have to pay to watch men pose. I paid to watch men pose. So there's levels to it.
Was it good, Josh? Looked good.
Yeah, it was good. Great turnout. Good standard of competitor that was there. You know, I did a little bit of talk at the end, and I was saying now, like, when I first competed in 2019, if you compared like the crop of athletes then to the crop of athletes now, I would say that the standard has definitely increased over the last 7 years, and you know, as well, like the amount of fucks given in bodybuilding now is far greater than what it was when I first started. Like, them boys, they cared a lot about everything. Because there's no way, like, as a first-time competitor, I would have paid to go to a seminar for someone to teach me how to stand. Yeah. Like, it just wouldn't happen. But now it's the norm, and, you know, Kez is really good at what he does, and you can see that he's very passionate about men's physique, and I tried to keep it together. Yeah, it was good.
It did look good. I had Matt, you know, my client, he was there, failed on his incline chest press.
Oh, yeah, the weak one. Yeah.
Weak Matt, we call him. Yeah, weak Matt was there. We actually got a question from one of my other clients, Josh Blick. How gay is Matt for failing 3 plates in front of Josh Croggan? So how gay out of 10 was that?
It was up there, mate. I would probably put that at like a 9.5. Because
Yeah,
it was like how he kind of like went, oh
no,
like he didn't even just stop it, like kind of went, oh, and then that was it, done. I was like oh, is that it?
Failed. Yeah.
He failed,
and he was like, oh,
in front of me.
Yeah. So yeah, he wasn't happy. He sent me the video of it, and then you obviously put "I blame Finn" on your story, and he messaged me like, "Mate, I'm sorry." I was like, "It's all right." I'll get over it. So yeah, it did look good though. I would have gone just to see like Noah and Shay and Matt and obviously yourself and Kez and stuff. It would have been good, but I was in Manchester.
Hey, what are you feeding Shay?
As much as I can, and he doesn't fucking.
He doesn't. He looks the same as what he did. Probably.
Well, he's gained a good amount of weight, but yeah, he's still. Yeah, I know he's still lean, but like
he could diet for 2 weeks and go and win some show in Ireland. Like,
do you want to know what his food is? Like, and he has
genuinely.
I've told him like, mate, have an off-plan meal a couple of times a week. That's absolutely fine. His food is 4,500 calories on training days, 720 carb, and 4,100 on rest days, 600 carb.
What's his fats?
65, 85. Like, they're not like 10.
Yeah. No, that's good.
They could go up, don't get me wrong, but they're in a good spot, and he's feeling a lot better, and he's recovered well from the prep. He just needs to fucking keep eating. The main thing is his steps have been too high, and partly his own fault at the start. I think he was deliberately keeping them higher because he wanted to stay in condition. And then secondly, he had an issue with his car, so he was getting the bus, and he was doing like weighted steps with his rucksack to and from work and stuff, and to and from the gym. So it was like, but that's why his food's higher and higher. But he is gaining like a half a kilo a week now. It's like, right, cool, keep this going.
It's just
I want him like
so
above 8 pretty soon. I know.
Yeah.
Cool. But yeah, he's growing. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
And he's doing well with his posing, which is nice to see.
He's doing really well, and his Irish accent is getting easier to understand.
He's a good lad, isn't he, Shay?
Oh, mate. He's
good.
Brilliant. Yeah.
I love him. He's a good lad. So what, Reece, is your thing going and watching the Arnolds?
Yeah, that was a hella gay week. Like, that was like the gayest week I've ever had in every aspect. So yeah, like honestly, I could start like Josh, Moses the Muscle, the guy that I trained with in New York. Every single top set, he was listening to white girl songs because he was raised by 2 lesbians. So it was every single top set on a leg press was just like 90s white girl songs. And like, I made a joke, and then he was like, "Bro, I love these songs." And he was like, "No, but he's like, bro, I love these songs." I was like, "Okay."
Really serious?
Yeah. It was. I was just like, "Are you doing a set to a song, bro?" And he was like, "I love this song, bro." I was like, "Okay, cool." Good song. Let's go. But yeah, that was incredibly gay. Obviously, the Arnolds itself. I thought, I'm going to be honest, first thing, and this is, I don't know if this is weird or not, when I walked past one of the booths where Kyle Wilkes was, and like he looked at me out like corner of his eye, and like he smiled, I smiled. First thing I thought, you're way better looking in person. I didn't say it to him, but I thought to myself, like, on videos, he looks alright. Like, he is a good looking dude, and it was the first thing I thought. So, first thing I thought when I met someone new, I was like, you're a good looking dude. Is that gay? I don't know, maybe. So, yeah, a little bit gay.
Clip this bit up. Clip this bit up and tag Kyle.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was just, like I said, very, very gay weekend. But a gay week, but I loved it. Best week of my life. Can't wait till next year.
Are you going to go again?
Yeah, I'd like to. Yeah, like I think just like the gym vibe, like how people are, like as well. It's good for business. Like I groomed a 16-year-old, weirdly enough. So this is probably actually gay as well, but I don't know. So this kid comes up to me and he was like, he looked like a genuine men's physique guy who'd like probably do pretty well in like a junior men's physique lineup. And he comes up to me and he's like, bro, you're massive. Like, have you got any piece of advice? Bearing in mind, Urs is in the gym at the same time. Not Seth Ferosi. He's training with Lee Priest. Urs and Lee Priest were in there. And I was like, go ask them. Like, don't ask me. And then I spoke to him for like maybe 5 minutes. And he said at the start he was 16, but I didn't hear him like properly because it was stupidly loud. And I said to him like towards the midpoint of the conversation, how old are you? He was 16. I was like, sorry? Like, he is like, I could get his Instagram up. Like, he's got like genuine like 3D delts. Like, he's probably 200 pounds. Like, but like 16. He's assisted now, I'm guessing, because he competed last year. And I said, so I gave him a fist bump, and then I walked off, and I said to Keelan, I was like, he looks way too good for 16. I just went up to him, what's your Instagram, bro? So, what's your Instagram? I was like, I'll follow along. And then he comes up to me at the end of the session. He's like, yeah, man. He was like, I've seen your stuff before. If I shoot you a DM about coaching, what do you reckon? And I was like, yeah, man, that'd be quite cool. And I said to Keelan, I was like, mission success. Because I ended the conversation, but I was like, it looks a bit too good. I feel like I'm going to go get his Instagram. I want to see what this guy looks like in the future. Maybe I'll coach him. So, yeah, welcome to the team, Jimmy, or whatever his name is, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah. So,
you can end up on like Goob.
Yeah, legit. So, yeah, weekend.
Going to the UK, Arnold, both of you?
Yeah, I've got a Airbnb with like 7, 8 of my clients. So, that'd be quite cool. Are you going, Finn? You going, Josh?
Yeah, that's gay.
That is gay, yeah. Boys weekend.
I think that I'm going with Megan and with HR Labs, but I don't know. I need you to confirm that.
Okay.
But I definitely want to go, and I want to watch the show, but I don't have tickets, and I don't know if they're fully sold out.
No,
but...
so there's pre-judging Friday night, and then if not, it's like the gold VIP stuff, which is like 400 quid for a final. I'm just going to get pre-judging, watch that Friday.
I can't go pre-judging, because I've said I'm going to go watch my sister's band on Friday.
That's gay.
Sister's in a band.
Oh.
That's not gay, mate. It's the music is the opposite of gay.
She's more masculine than you. Like, she's more masculine than you. She's your brother. Like, you're the sister in this relationship.
She's not more masculine than me. It's the song I put it on my story all the time, like that Screamo song. That's my sister's band.
Yeah, I know, Finn. You told me a million times.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm telling Josh.
Mate, I like a bit of Screamo.
Yeah, you might like it. I saw that band that you tagged yesterday.
Hot Mulligan.
Yeah.
Terrible band, mate. Terrible.
Was it shit?
No, it were actually brilliant. But anyone that I've gone, do you like these? They've gone, what the fuck is this? I'm like, all right, fair enough.
Yeah, but like the music that my sister's like, most people won't like it. It is like pretty hardcore, screamo, like pretty dark. But it's good for training sometimes, and like obviously I'll go support her, so it's cool. Like me and Megan are gonna like get dressed up like goths and go and enjoy it.
Oh, sick.
Finn. Please send me some photos of you as a goth, okay? Like,
nah, I'm just gonna wear black. I'm gonna wear black.
Nah, put some like eyeliner on.
Go all out. Yeah. Wear this as well. Put these all over my face.
Oh my god, yeah.
My band.
Yeah, no, go topless and have one that says like, NPC 15 on your chest, bro. You get honestly so many referrals.
I reckon so. Yeah, they all need to improve their sleep. All those goths out there.
Yeah, man.
They all need to understand. Like,
they work their backs. They like sleep upside down and shit. That's what goths do.
And they only drink original Monster as well, so their sleep is going to be pretty cooked.
I guarantee it, like a goth rave, like legit, like the drinks are just Monster Energy and fucking vodka. There's no like you ask for like you got a Pepsi, they'd be like, what? Like, no, we don't have Monster flavored Pepsi. I'm sorry, this doesn't exist. We don't even have Monster Ultra. It's just the fucking the standard black and green can. Oh, vile.
Right, is there anything else to update us on? Because we'll do a Thursday episode Q&A Josh, you're more than welcome to join.
Why not? Why not?
Should we wrap it up there? Josh, how's off season going? Because I know you put that on your story.
Yeah, mate, off season flying, food's going down, training's mint, no
I
complaints.
feel like you're in a good spot now.
Yeah, I'm loving every aspect.
It's good, man. So we're all good. We'll wrap it up there. I think we've covered pretty much everything there. Chatted about if I'm prepping or not.
One more thing, Josh. I've joined you with the torn and hamstring. Did you see my close friends?
Mate.
Yeah, what did you do?
Mine didn't bruise that much.
Yeah, mate, it's crazy. Sorry, I know we're wrapping up, but I want to tell Josh because Josh just was telling me last time we saw each other in person. He's like, hamstring's fucked, mate. So I used either of you boys use the Strive seated ham curl, not the Prime, the Strive. It's basically the same.
I don't think so.
Not Strive. I've used Prime.
Okay, so Josh, you might be able to help me out here. Or I say help me out. Like, this is really weird. I used it and put a gym pin on it, but the gym pin hit the stopper. You know how like the Strive pieces have like where you move the weight on the top. So I basically did like a 1/7 of a rep, but I did it super explosive. So it like went all the way and then stopped, and I felt my right ham on the outer side. So like my outer side of my right ham, literally just like go, no pain, just like pop. And I was like, "Ooh, that feels a bit weird." Obviously, I couldn't continue the set. And then for the rest of the set, I did the set. I took the weight off and did a set on stack. It just felt like really like like a dead leg, like a dead quad. If someone like runs into you and they just like knee you or something, your muscle feels like tired. And I was like, "Oh, I'll be all right." I still finished the session, just felt a bit tired. I then deadlifted 3 days later, and every rep I could just feel like a little twinge, but like more so now in the midpoint of my ham. And then I trained legs on Saturday, and Keelan goes, "Bro, you had cupping on that right hamstring." And I was like, "No." And he's like, "Bro, you've got the worst bruise ever, like perfect circle on the bottom part of the ham. And it's like the back of my knee." And I'm like, how the heck? Like, obviously your leg, blood will go down. But it was on the outer right side. And like, imagine it's here, and the bruise is like here. And it's not painful. It's strange.
Do you know what it reminds me of a little bit? When I did my ACL, I had a bruise on the outside of my knee. Little circle about. It looked like it could have been like a paintball. Yeah. But if you're defo feeling it in your hammy, then it's not an ACL.
I'm fine. I managed to train legs fine. Like it literally, genuinely, I didn't even look for the bruise because I was like, "Oh, I can train. Like it's all right. It's fine." Like I still trained hamstrings 2 days ago. It was fine. It just felt a bit tired. It just felt, when you're just a muscle just a bit sore. I'm like, how is it that badly bruised? It doesn't make sense. It looks like I've torn it, but like it feels like I can tense it now, and it's like, okay, a bit tight. That's it. I don't fucking know.
Mate, I've been more worried about the nosebleed than your hamstring.
Yeah, maybe. Hey, take the lad.
Walk it off, bro. It'll be fine.
Yeah, that'll be fine. He's a tough cookie. I think he'll carry on. Right, that's that. Thank you guys for the invite. It's nice to be back on the podcast that me and Finn created. that was good. Yeah, that's that. Right. I guess I'll do the outro. Sorry for not being here, guys, last week.
Sorry, we'll be back Thursday. It won't be uploaded Thursday, but the next episode we'll cover your questions, guys. Sorry we've not had a chance today, but we'll screenshot them so we've got them. Josh, screenshot the questions you got me.
Yes, Dad.
Cool. Right. Sound. Peace. Love. Have a good week, guys. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.